What is up, guys? Zack Scott here, playing Plants vs. Zombies 2. It's about time. This is the Parsnip. Parsnip snip at zombies in charge down the lane at the last moment. Snip, says Parsnip. Snip, snip, snip. If it wasn't for my scrapbook, my coupons, and snipping zombies to death, I just don't know what I'd do with myself. So, there it is. It's a premium plan. It was $3.99. It's kind of billed as a kind of an upgrade a bit to the Guacodile. It works in a similar way as the Guacodile, but its range is a little bit shorter, and it can kind of function a little bit as a wall. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the Parsnip across a few different eras in Plants vs. Zombies 2. First, what we're gonna do is the Pinata Party, because there is a brand new food fight event going on right now. And there has been an app update. The limited time fall food fight is on. So here's the thing: they now have a way. You were always able to get free coins, or at least recently able to get free coins when you watched an ad. Now they have a way to get free gems when watching an ad as well. So that sounds really cool. I'm not going to do it right now. I have enough gems on me right now, but I'm going to play the food fight event. Let's do this. This will be my 5th event in a row. So I will get to bust open a Senor Pinata. Then we're going to get to showcasing the Parsnip. As we kick it off, though, guys, you know, I love thanking you for all that you do, because I really do owe it all to you. And if you take a look, Plants vs. Zombies 2, the first episode has over 10 million views. You guys left so many likes, thousands and thousands of likes. It has over 10 million views now, and I really do appreciate it. It's my 3rd most viewed video ever, the very first episode of this series. It's been a long time, and we are coming. Oh my gosh, we are coming out. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do with this right now. This is a little scary. So many guys are on the bottom row here. There we go, got one of them. You know, we're about to come out within a few episodes, and I don't know when I'll get to them, but the 500th episode of this series right here. So that in itself is really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. And so thank you. All I can say really is thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you a great amount. I really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. Every like and favorite counts, especially on, you know, on these videos here. Okay, come on, please hit him. Please hit him a little better. There you go. Thank you. Oh boy. Okay, so if we can get, you know, these guys to eat these beans, and then we can shoot them, then they're gonna be even better. It's called food fight for a reason. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got him. Nice. Let's do something there with that. There you go. Sure. Kind of try to melt him away a little bit. So, so far so good, really. Let me go ahead and feed that guy. Then hopefully we'll be fine. 3, 4. There we go. 4. Definitely need to take him out. It's like, so I'm basically having to manage this situation going on here. Go ahead and let that guy eat a little bit. All right, so 3, 4. 4 hits for him. That's good enough. Here we go. Sure, yeah, there you go. 2 hits for him. 1, 2. Let's have this guy eat some more. We got 1, 2. Got all those guys, and this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. He makes a lot of sun. This one's gonna be a little bit tougher. 6 shots for that row right there. I think this is coming along quite well. I have to definitely make these guys eat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1. There we go. See, I'm just counting, making this count. Who needs to eat? How many for this guy? 1, 2, 3. 3 for that guy. So I probably should have used it. 1. Okay, here we go. All right, great. Goodness. Okay, this is a lot of micromanaging here, but we're getting this done. It's the fall food fight. I'm gonna go ahead and feed one of these guys. What happens if can I boost? What happens if I boost it? I guess when he eats, he's gonna just destroy it, right? He's gonna get destroyed instantly. He's gonna be eaten from the inside, get a lot done. Oh boy, this is making me nervous. All right, let's do something crazy here, maybe. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. And then, excuse me, I counted correctly. Oh, wait, one down here. There we go. Nice. We did it. Nice. Pinata party complete. Could open up 3 pinatas and then whack open Senor Pinata for sure. So, uno, dos, tres. Got a sprout. Don't really need any of those, but I got a sprout. Now what happens? Now, here we go. 5th in a row for me. Senor Pinata. Uno, dos, tres. There we go. A little costume for the Kiwi Beast. So now let's showcase the Parsnip. Play again. Watch an effort to replay today and earn great rewards. Why would I do that? So this is a new feature as well. What happens if I do play it again? I don't know. Let's not do it. I don't want to do it. I want to go ahead and get on showcasing the Parsnip. I think that's going to be a good use of my time and your time as well. So let's see what we have in store. Obviously, I love taking it into the very original stage, or the original era, ancient Egypt, in order to showcase the Parsnip and just to kind of, well, showcase any premium plant, really. I like to take it into level 22. And what I like to do with that is basically this helps me. This is a good beginning, intro era stage to showcase because you're limited on the amount of plants you have. You're limited on the space you're allowed to plant on. So it's a really good showcase of a premium plant's worth in kind of a high stress situation. So I'm gonna bring him in, the Parsnip. I'm also gonna bring in. I like to make sure I have enough economy. But there you go. There's the Parsnip right there. I'm gonna bring in. Things that can slow them down, like a cold snapdragon would be good because that means the Parsnip gets to do more snips. Furthermore, I'm going to bring in, what should I bring in? Plant food, power lily, I guess. Let's imitate it, make sure we have plenty to go around. Also, the grave buster will be good because there will be graves here. And also the iceberg lettuce. So there we go. Let's rock with this. I know I don't really have, I'm pretty much only relying on the Parsnip and the cold snapdragon for, for effect. So let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna plant some plants. Let's see. Now will the Parsnip attack the graves? He will. Look at him. There he goes. There he goes. Little guy. Look at him go. So let's see what happens. And then if he gets eaten, then he kind of unleashes little Parsnips on his own. So he's actually really good at taking care of these graves here. So here we go. Yeah, he took care of him quick. That was really effective. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's just keep this going here. Look at him. He just snips away. He actually has a pretty decent range. It looks like he can reach 2 ahead, or like 1, 2 ahead. So that's actually really cool. And I'm gonna try to go with 2 full. Maybe I won't even try cold snapdragons on this early level. I am curious what he's gonna do. I'm gonna freeze this guy so he's kind of just stuck there, being snipped at. Let's see what happens. I like the sound effects. It's a very nice little tinny sound effect. So I got him, nice. Okay, so still snipping away. I'm gonna get plant food because I want to see what happens if I boost one of these guys. All right, let's boost this guy right here. Oh, he sends a bunch of little guys after him. That's cute. Let's send a bunch of little guys after him. That actually doesn't do too bad in terms of damage. That was actually pretty effective. I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple more down, get some more economy going. I would love to freeze him because he's gonna get snipped twice now. So he's snipping away, and I do wonder. Oh wait, okay, we got the sandstorm. This isn't as. It's a little bit scary, honestly. Let's see. As soon as he starts getting eaten, he's gonna go in attack mode. Oh, he just left. Okay, he just flat out left after being attacked. Yikes. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Still, trying to see if 2 columns is effective. We'll be able to see if multiple columns are effective. Oh, see, he's just gonna go. He's just gonna go attack what's down the line. Cold snapdragons might be useful starting about now. Yeah, so he's gonna get snipped at again. That way we'll be able to really slow him down. We're gonna be able to unleash. It probably would have been best for me to unleash this. Boom, there you go. Take care of a lot right there. But the cold snapdragon seems important right now to help slow these guys down, let these Parsnips get in some more snips. And then I think I'm doing pretty good myself. So let's see how this pans out. Let's fast forward this. I don't have room for it. Let me make room. Oh, but one of them stole my. Here we go. Go Bloom. Come on, stop. All right, so far we're surviving this. They're getting slow. And of course the damage from the Cold Snapdragon themselves. This seems pretty effective, at least early on. It seems like a very early effective plant. It's able to take care of a lot of guys. Yeah, so far so good. I mean, we're really holding our own here. I don't even know. Here, I'm just gonna do this just to speed things along. But the bottom row, I want to see what happens here with this, because this might be a little more dire than I'm thinking. I can always freeze this guy. He's frozen, and the parsnips are snipping away. A lot of these guys are stealing a lot of my sun. So, So yeah, those sandstorm guys just come in. They get taken out pretty quickly by the parsnips because they can't even do anything. So far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and unleash right there. I'm gonna go ahead and get another plant food. Unleash up here. This just helps speed things along. You know what I mean? And I might. I don't know. Should I get rid of? No, I should. Trying to figure out what I want to do with this. I have enough economy right now. I might go ahead and ditch a couple of my sunflowers and put out some more parsnips up here. Although we're at the end of the round, but this kind of helps speed things along. The parsnip seems to recharge fairly quickly as well. So overall, I would say this is a very good. This is a very successful plant right now. A very good plant to use, and you know, a little unique. It's kind of like it's kind of like an upgraded guacadile. For real, I mean, with a shorter range, and it can kind of be like a little bit like a wall, I guess. I don't even know. Anyway, yeah, because the guacadile, that's a good question. The guacadile, hold on, let me take a look. I think the guacadile just goes like immediately, right? If it gets too close, the guacadile just like, I'm out. I think that's how it goes, because so almost like the parsnip kind of has like a wall-like effect, kind of like a, but only slightly. But I want to take a look at the guacadile really quick. I don't even remember if the guacadile was a premium. No, it wasn't. So when attacked, okay, no, just when they're attacked. So I guess maybe the parsnip can take a few hits, the guacadile can't. So it's an interesting comparison, obviously. But one thing I want to do, and everyone, if you guys have seen an episode of ZackScottGames plays Plants vs. Zombies 2 before, you know that I like to take every new plant into this particular stage on in the Pirate Seas. And basically what this does for me is it allows me to see. Why are they changing the artwork? It's like the artwork looks different there. What it allows me to do is to see if let's see, 22 is what I want to do. See how effective it could be at farming or defending hordes. So because this is a horde of imps, and so I have a feeling it's going to fail, because what's going to happen is I'm pretty confident is that they're all going to just deploy themselves, and so it doesn't matter what the other things I bring in are. It just doesn't matter, because I'm only going to be using the parsnips. But I'm pretty sure they're going to deploy themselves, but maybe not. Maybe they are going to be good enough at taking care of imps super quick. They're not going to be able to take care of the long-distance cannon, so that's one thing. But we are going to look at how they take care of hordes of creatures, and I think that in itself is going to be very interesting. So there we go. We have a whole basically stage set up of parsnips. I'm not even going to worry about plant food really, but what I want to see, when these guys launch out, they're going to get hurt, obviously. Snip, snip. It's going to take a few snips to take them out. So I'm really curious just how well they do. Like the few snips, easy, right? But I wonder if they could take out a bunch. They look like crabs. I wonder if they could take out like a whole bunch at once, basically, is what I'm trying to see. And this is a great test for that. And those guys are gone quickly, too. So far, the imp and the swinging pirate guys haven't even been able to touch the parsnips, so that's something to really note. Here we go. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, yeah, so they took a couple of chomps out of him simply because they got shot so close, and that's one thing I am worried about. When the cannons explode, it's going to be quite dire, but we're going to see if the parsnips can make it through. And this, like I said, it's kind of like a farming situation. This is a great stage to farm on. If you really want to do some farming, I highly recommend bowling bulbs. Those seem to work. Or just doing a unique combination, you know, of characters would be good. So far, so good. We're halfway through. We haven't lost a single parsnip. My prediction might be wrong. This parsnip might be a lot better than I thought it was in dealing with hordes of enemies. Hordes of weak enemies. Look, so what did I say about farming? Look, a gem fell out of there, right? We lost one parsnip already. We might lose another one. Now these guys don't swing out over to the cannon, so we've actually lost several parsnips now. So maybe my prediction will be right, I don't know. I know that when a huge horde of them gets right up on the parsnips, they can take multiple bites like in an instant. So, you know, that's one thing to really concern yourself with. But at the same time, they're not going to be exploding like that anymore. They're not going to be exploding and putting themselves directly on the parsnips. These parsnips are going to be able to take them out before they reach them is what I hope. Oh, we lost one on the top row. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I was thinking, but I don't know. It might almost be better. Here, back to fast forward. It might almost be better. Final wave, maybe. Okay, so yeah, we are in a mess, a world of hurt, really. We are. All right, I'm just looking at that top row right now. That top row is getting a little dire. It's almost like they can only attack one at a time. Yeah, the top row's out of there. But so we might lose a lawnmower. It seems like they can only attack like one at a time. I'm not really sure. We're gonna have a lot more explode though. That top row is really, it's really tough. I don't even know. Like, should I have saved a couple of these parsnips and strategically planted them later? I don't know. I think we're gonna lose. Because look what's gonna happen. We're gonna lose that lawnmower, and then if anything else pops up on the top row, it's game over. So, yeah, we lost. But so my prediction was right. But the parsnips are pretty hardy, and they do seem to do okay with a lot of them. But you know, they did not do the goal. They did not complete what I wanted them to complete. So, interesting information to kind of process right there. We're gonna exit to the map. We're not gonna retry that one. Now, when going across different eras, you know, you gotta try to like think about. So it's when I say an upgrade to a guacodile, it's obviously the parsnip cannot go in water. So that's the one downside of it when compared to the guacodile. So bringing it into Big Wave Beach, you know, I'm not going to do that because if you're gonna use a plant like that in Big Wave Beach, you're gonna want to use the guacodile because so much of Big Wave Beach is water. So you know you're not going to want to use the parsnip because you're gonna have to plant a lily pad under it. If we take a look at the book, just comparing what we have here, the parsnip is 150. The guacodile is, where is he? The guacodile is 125. So it's a little bit cheaper to play the guacodile. And, you know, so if you want to play a parsnip in the water, what you're going to have to do is plant a lily pad underneath it. It's going to cost even more. So you might as well just use the guacodile. And plus the guacodile can shoot farther. The parsnip might be good at snipping, but, you know, a little more up close. But I don't know that it's worth it overall. I mean, sometimes I don't even like using the guacodile in Big Wave Beach. So, Frostbite Caves, yeah, I really can't think of anything that is really going to matter in Frostbite Caves. Any sort of zombies or anything that's really going to affect. Let's take a look at what kind of zombies we're dealing with in the Frostbite Caves. And, you know, we're going to want to see... So, like even looking at Far Future, I don't see any zombies. I mean, I'd be curious how it takes on bots. That would be kind of interesting. It'll probably get pushed. I wonder what happens if it gets pushed. So that's the thing. I don't know. I could compare how it gets pushed compared to the guacodile in the Far Future, but Dark Ages could be interesting too because you have the Jester, who a guacodile would be useless against the Jester because the guacodile would shoot a projectile, but since the parsnip is melee, it might be really great against the Jester. So we might test out the Dark Ages. Big Wave Beach, I'm not seeing anything that would really just make me think, oh yeah, parsnip's gonna work there. Same thing with you know, well, So, I wonder how many bites I can take from a chicken or from a weasel. That's one thing I do wonder. You know, I do wonder how they work against the shovel guys, and of course the umbrella would be good too, but I do wonder how they... So, I'll bring them to the Lost City. Neon Mixtape Tour. Nothing really stands out. In fact, this guy right here, the MC Zombie, will probably take him out instantly. So, I'm not looking forward to that. So I don't know that the parsnip would be too useful in the Neon Mixtape Tour. The Jurassic era, you know, what is it called? Jurassic what? Jurassic what is it called? It's called Jurassic Marsh, that's right. Maybe would be kind of cool in there simply because there's a lot of tough zombies that kind of get kicked in front of you and stuff like that thanks to those dinosaurs. So, as we were talking, you know, I am curious right now how it works in the Lost City, how it works in the Far Future, and how it works in the Dark Ages. The rest, I don't expect any sort of gimmicky stuff. But Lost City, let's go ahead and test that really quick. because what I think is going to happen is it's going to be, I hope it's useful against the shovel guys, but I'm curious if the shovel guys will be able to shovel them away before, you know what I mean? Like if they can attack the shovel guys or not. Let's find out. We're going to do level 29, and we're going to bring in, you know, things that are going to be typically useful in Jurassic Marsh. But we're also going to bring in the Parsnips and see how well they do. And really just the, you know, the Parsnip cold Snapdragon combo I think is going to be good. I'm going to bring in these two as well, and, you know, just try to make a lot of money in this so that we can keep fighting for a while. Gold Leaf, of course. Grape Shot, kind of like a last-minute resort thing. I'm also going to bring in a Primal Priest Shooter to kind of kick them back some, like we were talking about. Kick them back might work. And then what else should I bring in other than this? You know what? I will bring in the Blover just in case things do get kind of crazy here. I do like to bring in the Blover. So let's rock with this. This looks good to me. We're gonna get a taste of what the Parsnip can be all about. So here we go. Good job. All right. I'm just kind of taking it easy right now. I want to see where the Parsnip's gonna be. All right, so this is just a regular dude. Let's put him there. Get some sun for it, you know. Keep planting these. This is definitely taking a little bit of time, but we're good. We're good. I like how he snips as they're just approaching. Look, he got him quick, like 2 blocks away, super quick. Let's do another Parsnip up here. And while that recharges, sure, I'll do another Parsnip as well. Right down here. Perfect. Really, it is. And then, you know, I'm gonna... There we go. I think this is going to go well. These Parsnips are taking them out relatively quickly. And we have a full column of Parsnips right now. You know, I don't even know what else to do. This is looking good. I'm going to put down another Cold Snapdragon. Blover could be very useful here. Just get rid of the big guys. Do shovel guys come out on the stage? Because if they don't, there's one. Okay, so let's see what this shovel guy does. He might shovel over the Cold Snapdragon, and that'll be, you know, fine, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of bulk up my Parsnip things. So they got him, but of course he was helped out a lot by the Cold Snapdragon. Blow away some of these bugs here. I'm working kind of on my second column of Parsnips now. These are seeming pretty good. In fact, oh, like the skull dude. No thanks. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me, skull guy. I mean, this is pretty effective. Okay, we got, oh yeah, we haven't really tested a Parsnip against any sort of Gargantuar right now, so let's try that. Let's see what happens. Okay, there go my Cold Snapdragons right there. So let's see first up how he handles the shovel guy. Two of these guys handle the shovel guy just fine. Right now, whoa, one of them ran out. Okay, we're still attacking the Gargantuar. See, he just gets smashed. He doesn't even get a chance to. So that's the thing. When doing this against Gargantuars, they just get smashed. They don't have a chance to actually run out there and attack the rest. So that's one thing to really highly consider is that, you know, it may not be that amazing when. Yeah. Okay. So this is. Yeah. When up against Gargantuars, this is some dire stuff going on here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and start here. We need some serious help against these Gargantuars. Here we go. What, an imp is just there. What the heck happened? So there he goes. And so he actually leaves without even taking out the main guy. And that's kind of a problem to me. I see that as a problem. When the Parsnips leave without taking out the main guy, they just take out the guys in front of them. That's kind of a weird thing. Because some guy can attack the Parsnip, and then the Parsnip just leaves and attacks the guys behind him. But the main guy keeps moving forward. So keeps moving to the left. So I don't know what to think about it, but anyway, things are good. Things are good. It worked. I mean, the Parsnip was highly effective at the beginning of the round. And I think what we're going to see is since the Parsnip is so good against individuals, that the Parsnip is going to be effective at the beginning of these rounds, like a lot. Far future now. Let's bring it into here. We'll end with the Dark Ages, one of the toughest levels. I think Dark Ages is hard, and the Big Wave Beach is the hardest. And I think Neon Mixtape Tour is just okay. Not too difficult, not too whatever. I always forget what stage to bring it in here. Is 23 viable? Let's see. What are the stipulations for 23? Spend no more than 2. You know, so here's the thing. I like to test. When doing far future, what's cool about the far future is it allows you to ramp up your economy, and so I really like testing that out when I can have a really like high economy level, like one of the ones where you're just able to have, you know, one that puts limits on your economy in the far future doesn't really interest me because I'm more interested in how they might do in an endless zone where there aren't limits. But let's see, is 21 one of the ones where it's like you got to get like 6,000 sun or something? I can't believe I always miss this. Yeah, this one's great. It's 5,000 sun. This does put limits on the plant total, which is fine. But we're going to have basically an unlimited economy, and we're going to have some bots come down. And you know what? I just remembered the point, though, that I was trying to do. I was going to see if the parsnip would be pushed. And since, yeah, sorry. Since there are no football helmet guys there, I'm not going to be able to test that out. So let's go back to another one. I know, false starts twice here now on Far Future. So there is a list somewhere online that you can get that tells you like which enemies are at which stages. I don't have that in front of me at the moment though. So is this one? This one's a good one. Just straight up produce 6,000 sun. And we have the football guys. This is the one we're gonna do. And what I want to see is compared to, I want to compare, you know, the parsnip and the guacadile. I'm gonna bring in the gold bloom. I'm even going to imitate it. It's gonna help us for sure meet our goal. I'm going to bring in the twin sunflower as well as a plant food. You know what? I'm not going to imitate that. I'm going to imitate the plant food because that's going to allow us to really boost those tiles, which will be containing the twin sunflowers. So with that said, I'm going to bring in the new parsnip, of course, as well as the guacadile. But I'm going to need a little something else. Where there's the guacadile. Maybe, you know, I keep saying cold snapdragon, but no, I'm going to bring in the primal pea shooter. And we're going to see, I mean, this might be a little tough because I don't really have a lot. But with the economy going, I might be able to really do well. Let's see what happens here. So what we want to do is we want to compare how these two are treated, basically. The guacadile and the parsnip when they're pushed. Because in theory, the parsnip will be able to survive it and keep attacking the football guy. That's my idea in my head. I don't know if it's going to pan out that way. But I'm just saying, in my head, that's how it pans out. So, I don't know. We're going to have to really wait, though. In fact, we're going to have to really try to kind of isolate it in a way. So just for comparison, this is how the guacadile works. Hit him with a seed, longer range, not as much strength. He's not even like missing an arm yet. There he goes. There, now he's missing an arm. I bet if he's touched, yeah, if he's touched once, he just goes. Should have sold him before then. This guy is a little more versatile. He can be touched a couple times before just deciding to launch off. We're gonna get a bunch of sun here. All right, good stuff, good stuff. Bot swarm, okay. Yikes. Boom, just go ahead and deal with that. But the main thing here, I'm testing the football helmet, so. I'm gonna beef these up a little bit. There we go, and you know, putting down these primal pea shooters helps kind of slow down the zombies' progress. Basically, is the main thing that I'm doing with it. So there he goes. Now this guy's gonna have a shield, which is gonna be kind of crazy to deal with. So I'm curious at how this is gonna work out even. Pretty good against that bot. They took out those bots pretty good. And now we're gonna get to see the football helmet happen, probably. More sun, please. We're gonna definitely need more sun. I keep forgetting about the sun aspect of this. The bot swarm is worrying me right now. Honestly, it is. But as long as we've made sure to have two at the top there, so If they're gonna get pushed, he's gonna get pushed. Yeah, they're still fighting. They're still fighting even though they were pushed. So that's really good. He's out of there. Let's go ahead and put down another one. So they still fight even when pushed. So that's really cool. So I can actually plant him there and not worry about him getting pushed back, you know? All right, so far so good. Yeah, he pushed back again though. Not what I wanted, not ideal. I got all the sun I need. Man, so they just keep getting pushed back. Now, what happens when a guac... Here, what happens... This is... We can test this. This is perfect. What happens when a guacodile gets hit? If he gets pushed, does a guacodile... No, the guacodile doesn't tolerate it. The guacodile's like, no, you ain't pushing me. And just leaves. So the parsnip actually does, you know... Here, let's... There we go. That pushes him back. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of like... There we go. I used the super on that since we already have all of our sun that we need. So that's really cool. So see, that's one thing I wanted to check, and we checked it, and we found like the way to check it, which was in the far future. This is, you can kind of see how it compares to the guacodile in the far future. The only other test I really want to do is the Dark Ages to see how this guy handles the gesture. Because if he can handle the gesture well, then I think that's going to be a good sign. But we'll see. You know, we don't know. Boom! There you go. There we go. Getting all these parsnips out, and I'm glad that these parsnips, you know, are quick. There we go. I'm gonna keep boosting the back row here because I want these guys to actually not be. I want these guys to kind of go backwards, you know. There we go. This could go really well. Oh man, you pushed him, you pushed him. Here we go, now we get a lot of parsnips being used right now. Look at these little guys. So cute. There we go, just keeping the 2 rows going on. You know what, boom, this is ended. Boom! Pretty much ended it right there. Still got the top row to deal with. So, there we go. Fantastic. So we did I think the parsnip's a pretty good value. Sometimes there's a premium plant that's released, and I can't really think of one off the top of my head right now. But I'm just like, I don't know if it's really worth. Like if I weren't making videos, I don't know that I would buy it. You know what I mean? But this one I would probably get because it seems really versatile. It seems effective, and it seems like a good. It's kind of like. It's a very effective melee plant, basically, is what you're looking at. And when you compare it to you know, how it kind of has like the guacodile-like properties, but in some ways it's better than the guacodile, in some ways it's worse. It's just kind of a really interesting plant to have in your arsenal. The last thing I want to check, though, is the Dark Ages, of course, with the gestures and whatnot. What kind of sound was that? What is that sound? I literally don't know what sound that is. That's so weird. This is mind-boggling. I don't know what I'm looking at here. I don't know what sound that is. That is so weird. All right. Anyway, Dark Ages coming at you. Double Dark Ages sound. All right. Anyway. It's so weird. Why are the graphics changed? Like, doesn't it seem like the graphics from like 11 all the way up are like totally different? This is so weird. All right. Anyway, I think the stage is 16. I think the map has changed visually. Anyway, let's go ahead. I don't know why. Was that drawbridge always there? I don't even remember. Okay, so. With this, we're going to try to be optimistic. We're going to bring in, you know, the things that we think we need to. I'm going to bring in a Shadow Shroom because it is effective. I'm going to bring in this. I'm going to bring in Gravebuster. For sure, I think it's going to be helpful. I might even imitate it just because I think it's going to be that helpful. So let's try this. I don't know if it's going to be good enough. I mean, maybe I should try it with some other plants. I just don't know. All right, sure. But we're going to get our economy going a little bit early. And we're gonna see what we're able to do with this. We got a double grave buster ready.
Zombies are coming.
Sure, I'll put one there. Sure. Try to get several columns of. See, look how effective that is. That is super effective. He's ready to slow them down, so we're doing good. Running kind of low on sun right now. All right. All right. Slow and steady. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get this done. All right. Again, slow and steady, right? Necromancy. Thankfully, we only had like one thing there. And I'm gonna go ahead and just blow this guy up. Boom, there you go. All right, we do have some things to worry about, but all in all, it should be good. We got some parsnip power right there. These guys are all getting knighted, which I don't like, but I'm gonna put a parsnip like really up close and see if he can just take out this king really quick. All right, wish me luck. Oh yeah, that guy's gone. Here, I'm gonna do that. Oh man, necromancy coming at you. That wasn't so hot. Oh dear. All right, great. If any necromancy happens, it's gonna happen on that bottom row right now. That bottom row is in trouble. I'm telling you that right now. Oh boy. Oh man, he would do that, wouldn't he? Oh my gosh, what do I do? What does one do in this case? Well, I'm gonna have to blow him up, of course. You're messing with me in too many ways, wizard. That's why I bring in the grape shot on this, because I mean, like, if the wizard gets a hold of everything, it's downhill from there. All right, so far so good though. We are on a mission to win this. Now I'm moving him up to try to take out that wizard. Uh-oh, bottom row. Man, I don't have much to do. Here, let's electrocute these guys in the Can I get the wizard in time? There we go, sure we do. All right, I don't have any plant food on me. Anytime a wizard shows up, I'm definitely... So the parsnips seem to be able to basically hold their own. When wizards or other things happen, it seems a little dire, but overall, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the way the parsnips are performing here. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to, well, basically I'm trying to, you know, last until like another wizard or knight or whatever the king is. The king comes in, and so yeah, these parsnips are doing a really good job, along with the things like. Coupled with slowing things down with the cold snapdragon, the parsnips are doing a really, really good job. I'm really happy with the way things are going. All right, let's not even deal with the wizards right now. There we go. Necromancy's happening, but it's not a huge deal. With everything here, I'm gonna go ahead and boost the Shadow Shroom. I love doing this. This is like the Shadow Shroom. I think is the most powerful premium plant. I can't think of one any more powerful. Look, it just wiped out all those guys from afar with this plant food. So I can't think of anything that can be better. In fact, if I get another plant food, I'm going to use it again. But instead, I might just go ahead and use the. There you go. Get rid of the king. Get rid of the wizards. Get rid of like everything, man. This is going my way. This is going my way for sure. He might eat through the cold snapdragon, these, you know, the top and bottom, but we don't have any real concerns. Look at this. So yeah, I highly recommend the Parsnip. Just saying. I'm showcasing him. It's great. He's great. One of the more impressive premium plants in a while, I think. So I don't know. I don't know what all's been offered in a while, but so far so good. Look, goodbye. He does the crab walk out of there. It's like a crab. It's kind of funny how they kind of personify these plants in terms of by making them look like, you know, insects or other animals. Really cool. There we go. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching. I went ahead and made a new outro, so you should be able to see it if you want to see it. It's a brand new outro coming on. But we did it. There we go. Boom. Anyway, thanks for watching. Come back next time for more. I'll see you then. Goodbye. I'm Zack Scott. Subscribe if you have not. If you like this video and want to help this channel grow, all you got to do is click the like button below. Thanks so much for watching. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. This is Otto, Egon, and I'll see you next time for more.